Welcome to my life. My name is Bakomeza, and that is my first life. By usual, I go by Silva or Bako. In this live, I'm not here to say, to be honest, I'm not here for views. Yes, views would be nice, maybe sometime in the future, but I'm just here to document my journey. I've been investing for over 8 months right now, a little bit over 8 months, because I started investing $50 a day on April 21st of 2025. So today is on our MLK Day on January 19, 2026. So you can do the math. It's been a while. I've invested so far like 13,000 or something. You can check out the videos on my YouTube, on this YouTube channel. I usually do one show every day. But for the past 39 weeks, I was investing $50 a day every day without missing a day. So tomorrow I'm starting week 40. That's something that most people cannot say, to be honest, and I'm proud of myself. I can say the biggest thing I'll say is now the part of investing $50 a day, but the fact that I was able to be consistent for 39 weeks in counting. And I'm doing this for 20 years. So it's not something that I'm doing for 1 year. No, I'm doing for 2 full decades. So that means, this $50 day journey is going to end on April 21st of 2045. So you can see how long that is. It's a very long time. It took companies like Apple, Amazon, literally 2 decades to become what they are today. I'm not saying I'm doing what Apple is doing. It's $50 a day. Anyone who makes at least $20 an hour can do it. You just need to sacrifice that $50 a day. Let's say you will make $25 an hour. I know a lot of people don't, but it's not that deep. Let's say you make $25 per hour. Larry, that means you have to sacrifice 2 hours of your day for investing. So the crazy thing about what I'm doing is I'm doing it for 365 days. So which means I invest $50 a day every day the market is open, and then on Monday I invest $1 extra to cover for Saturday and Sunday. And then on the holidays, let's say like today's MLK, the market wasn't open. But tomorrow, I'm going to invest 150 extra. I'm going to invest $50 extra to cover for this holiday. So whenever there's a holiday, I invest manually for that. But for the $100 extra is automatic, and for the $50 a day is automatic. So that means on every Monday, whenever the market is open, I use Robinhood, nothing fancy. Robinhood account charges Robinhood does a $150 automatic, and then on Tuesday to Friday it does regular $50. So that means I'm technically doing something that the Wall Street or the Nasdaq haven't given us yet, because they only trade Monday to Friday and they don't trade on the weekends. So I found a way to work around it. And here's what's crazy. I'm investing in one stock. The stock is MSTR or strategy. A lot of people knows it as it's known for a lot of people as micro strategy, because that's why I think since April of 2025, that's when it changed to strategy instead of micro strategy. It's a company. Anyone who's into crypto knows what it is. It holds almost more than 500,000 Bitcoins in counting. And I bought it because I believe in the future of Bitcoin. I believe in the future of crypto as a whole. But again, you must say, why aren't you investing in Bitcoin directly instead? My answer is yes, Bitcoin is the real thing. Is it's like the real sure thing. And micro strategy or MicroStrategy can it's a company, which means it can be risky because it have people behind it pushing their own ideas, agendas. Like today, Marco Sella, the CEO today, his strategy is to buy as many bitcoins as he can and hold it. Can he hold that promise for the next 20 years? I don't know. But I believe that a company that's trading on Nasdaq or on the stock market can multiply. Let's say because most of the time, if Bitcoin, it's not all the time, most of the time, if Bitcoin goes up 1%, MicroStrategy tends to go up like 5%. So I'm trying to capitalize on that. I'm not here to be one of those people who's, oh, I'm in this for tech. No, I'm in this for profit. And you might disagree with me, but I think I have a shot with MSTR better than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is already big enough. Yes, crypto stay young in general, but Bitcoin it's very expensive. So by buying MicroStrategy, I don't know, I keep calling it MicroStrategy. By buying a strategy, by buying strategy, that gives me, how would I say this? It gives me the opportunity that I wouldn't get if I was buying Bitcoin today by itself. So I'm not holding Bitcoin. I'm holding a company that's holding Bitcoin. And the strategy has a business outside of it has its own businesses or income or revenue outside of holding crypto, or my bad, outside of holding Bitcoin. So the thing is, I'm doing it because I feel like MicroStrategy has a future. Let's say, for instance, if Bitcoin hit 1 million, I'm sure, let me be conservative, strategy can hit 50 plus thousand per share. Of course, that's if they don't dilute the shares. We all know that. Sometimes they can dilute the shares. But the thing is, I'm doing it for money. Let me plug my laptop. So you might ask, why am I doing this for 20 years? Because 20 years is a very specific number. Okay. So let's be honest. 20 years, 20 years, it's a very specific number. Why 20 years? 20 years, it's long enough for crypto and for MicroStrategy as a whole. To it let me get this microphone out of the way. 20 years, it's long enough for crypto and for Bitcoin to reach, their full potential. Yes, I know everybody say Bitcoin is going to 1 million, Bitcoin is going to this number. I'm not about that, to be honest. I'm not one of those people who's just here to say numbers. But I'm very hopeful for Bitcoin and its future. I'm very hopeful for MicroStrategy if Bitcoin reaches its full potential. So that's the one thing. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing it for 20 years. 20 years, because I think about it. We've seen companies go, okay, let me give you a quick example. Let's say, Nvidia. Nvidia, everybody, you should know Nvidia. It's at the moment is the biggest or the most valuable company in the world. Excuse me. Is the most valuable company in the world. But the thing is, for Nvidia, in 2016, it was under $1. Think about it. It was under $1. It was a really a cheap change. But today, let me see what it is today. Let me see right here. Nvidia. Yeah, today is a 183. So, and its market cap is 4.58 trillion. Imagine people who bought it. And I've seen some people videos that say they bought it under when in 2016 was when it was under 1 cent, but they didn't know it was going to be this big. So, in case for the macro strategy, it's not a small cap. It's not. But again, it's still young enough that it can hit $1 trillion market cap plus. I'm very sure it has a high chance of doing that. So for 20 years, people must say, but why buy only macro strategy for 20 years? Why not other companies? I picked it simply because it's volatile. It's volatile. I believe in Bitcoin. I believe in Marco Sella. Yes, he's a human being. He can change, but I believe in his vision. So I really think I have a shot with MicroStrategy. And another thing that I've come to realize since I started investing for the past 39 weeks, $50 a day, every single day, it really made me, because today you can check the videos. I have them on this YouTube channel. I do, like I said, I do one show every day. Today, as of today, today's Monday night, so for the overnight, I'm down like 40%. That's really down bad. Because when I started, MicroStrategy was in the high 300s. It was because it went to like 532, I believe. It came down to 332. I was like, okay, this is a good price. But it went up again. It went up to, think, it went up again to like 457, I believe. I was in I was in a profit, but it came down again. Today I'm like negative 40. But even though I'm negative 40, I already hit definitely tomorrow I'm going to hit 50 shares because right now I think I have right now I have what is it? What is it? Right now I have 49.46 shares. So yeah, like I said, you can check them and you can check on my you can check on this I drop it I drop a daily show update every day. So you can always check to see where I am. This is a journey I'm documenting publicly. The reason is I know I couldn't do it. So declaring this publicly, it pushes me to do it. To be honest, I didn't know I could do this for 39 weeks. That's a long time. That's almost 9 months, I believe. Somebody correct me. So the point is 20 years, it's long enough uh, for either to prove me wrong or to prove me right. I'm not waiting for some company. Yes, I have a 9 to 5 job, just like all of you, but I'm not going to wait for my company or for the government paycheck. Like for for my retirement. So I need to start. I need to start taking everything into my own hands, starting by investing. Yes, I know a lot of people when they hear the word investing, they automatically assume that investing means day trading. No, it's not what it means. Yes, day trading it's one style of investing, but some people are really good at day trading, but the percentage of people who are successful day traders, it's very low. So that's why There is a day traders, there's swing traders. Swing traders, those people who just buy today, they can sell tomorrow, they can sell next week, they can sell next year. And then there's people like me who say, I'm holding for 20 years. Or people like Warren Buffett who says, I'm holding for life. Those are long-term investors. I would say those people, those are what usually people consider investors. People who people who can hold the stock for more than 10 years. Those are really the people I consider investors. But the funny thing is, most people can't hold the stock for more than 3 months. They can't. And it's really hard. Because like today, the portfolio is a 40% down. At some point, it was a 50%. So not that many people that can say, yeah, I'll keep buying, even though it feels like I'm pouring water into uh, a leaking bucket or something like that. So it's tough. At some point, was my MSTR portfolio was a negative 50%. So today it's a 40%. It's better than 50. But again, there's one thing people need to know: the deeper your stock is, or the lower your stock is, if you really believe in that company and you believe in the future and the leadership and you have a hope that that company is going somewhere, when it's done, that's actually when you buy. Because today my shares are climbing every single day. When I started, it used to take me at least 2 weeks to make 2 weeks to create one share, or 2 weeks to accumulate one share. But now it takes me, Larry, almost 3 days. So in a week, I usually get like almost 2 shares. Why? Because MicroStrategy, has slashed almost in half since I started buying. So the cheaper it is, the more you should buy, because that's when you get more shares. Because another thing that people don't see is when you have shares, it's when you have more shares. For instance, let's say you own 10 shares in a company. Every time it moves up $1, that's $10 in profit. If it moves up $100, let's say it goes parabolic and it moves up like $100, that's $100 per share. So times 10, that's 1,000 per $1 move, if my math is correct. So all I'm trying to say is, if you believe in a company, you should strive to have more shares than thinking about how big my portfolio is. How can I make my portfolio bigger? The only way you can make your portfolio bigger is if the only way you can make your portfolio bigger is if you can accumulate as many shares as you can. If you own 1,000 shares, every $1 move, it's 1,000 shares. If you own 100 shares, every $1 move is $100. $10 move, if you own a $10 move, you get the idea. It's however many shares you have times 10. So you should always strive to have more shares than caring about the dollar sign, because shares are the only reason your dollar will go up or down. So the only thing I can say is I'm doing this to document myself, and I would definitely encourage anyone to start investing, especially immigrants. In this country, we can get some administrations that will just can be like, yo, we don't want you no more for no reason. So, and in the job market, sometimes it would be really hard to get a good job, even if you are overqualified, simply because you have an accent, simply because your English is not good and you can't communicate your idea, or you can't sell yourself to the company. Because if you're an immigrant watching this, I just want to say, I know in our countries, a lot of us were educators, I mean, teachers, professors, lawyers, doctors. But when we came here, everything changes simply because of the language. So nothing have changed. You just need to use what you have. The stock market, it's literally one of the few easiest way to level the field. You might not become a director of a certain company or a CEO. I'm not saying you can't. I'm saying your chances are low simply because of your origin, your language, your accent. But in a stock market, you can invest as much as you can. You can do factory work, but you can build up your portfolio and have actual more money or more wealth than people who's the CEO of some company. I'm not gonna lie, it's possible. You just need to be intentional. So just remember, investing is really not that hard. And another thing, yes, I disagree with. If you're new to investing, I would say, Larry, start with you should start with ETFs. ETFs, let's say for S&P 500. S&P 500, it's if investing in the S&P 500, that's like investing in the United States economy because it's literally the 500 best companies in the United States. So let's say you pull, it's like a basket. It's like a basket where there's 500 companies. So when you put in money, let's say you put in $10, that $10 will be distributed among those companies, 500 of them. That's the easiest way. But I personally, I'm a risk taker. I love risk. And I know you can't get ahead without taking a risk. Because even the hedge funds, they don't invest, even the hedge funds and these Wall Street moguls, they don't invest in the ETFs. They invest in the companies inside the ETFs. Let's say they can invest in individual companies, Apple, Tesla, Nvidia, MicroStrategy, you name it. But since they want profit, they go for individual stocks instead of the whole ETF or the whole basket. So I personally, I'll say, if you know what you're doing, pick like 5 to 10 stocks, very, very good stocks. If you have like 10 years, 10 years, 20 years before your, 10 years or 20 years before your retirement, and then just put your money in it. Don't worry about the price. Don't worry about the timing because there's always something. Oh, the president said this. Let's say, for instance, Donald Trump, he said he wanted Greenland so bad. Tonight, the stock market is tanking. So this thing that I'm doing of buying every day, that takes away that anxiety because I don't care. The deeper it goes, the more I buy because I'm buying every day no matter what, whether the stock market is up or down, whether the market is all-time high, I still buy. Whether the market is all-time low, I still buy. Whether I don't care. The market does not. The market does not control my emotions. Because, like I said, everything is already set automatic. You can do it too. It's not that hard. You can use Robinhood, Webull. By the way, the links are in the links are in the description, and you get free stocks. But that's not the point. But if you want the free stocks, just grab the links, or if you want to start, just grab the links. And my favorite is let's say if you don't wanna invest for yourself, you can just use robo advisor apps like Acorn. That the links in the description too. For the Acorn, that one they invest for you. They just ask you for your risk tolerance, if you're a risk taker or if you just want to be safe. And then once you choose which portfolio you want, they will do it for you for a small fee. I think it's like $3. Don't call me on this, but it's worth it. It's very worth it. Or if you have a kids and you want to invest for your children, Aircon is perfect. Aircon is perfect so you can invest you for yourself and your family just from one up. So it's really it's really that easy. It's that easy. Just try it. Use the links in the description. Try it. Try with start. Opening is free. Or if you have the app already, just do it. Pick a stock or ETF, doesn't matter. And then just start with investing, maybe let's say $1 a day or $5 a week. Something small, something that you can maintain. I'll do $50. It's not cheap. Like I said, if you're working if you make $25 an hour, that means you're sacrificing 2 hours of your day, which means your take home is 6 hours, not to count the taxes that you pay because investing, the government don't care. Either way, you pay taxes. So, I mean, you pay taxes on your paycheck. But my point is, you should start investing. And you should invest for a long term. Start with something small. It could be $1 a day. It could be $5 a day. It could be $50 a day. It could be 100 if you can. But just do something and don't just listen. Oh, the Wall Street gurus are saying you need to invest in ETFs. You need to no. You need to use your own common sense. You need to ask yourself, which companies do I believe in? You can never start with something you use. Something simple like if you use iPhone, something simple. If you use iPhone, invest in Apple. If you like to drink Starbucks, invest in Apple. Or you can play something, let's say a little game. Let's say you buy Starbucks today. That costs you like $6. Go to your app and then invest $6 for yourself as a punishment. Because that $6 you give to Starbucks is not coming back. So you should do the same game. If you spend $6, you invest $6. I'm not saying if you buy furniture for 1,000, you have to invest 1,000. Now that's different because a lot of us don't have 1,000, but we all have $6. If you don't have $6, then you got bigger issues than just investing or than just thinking about your retirement. Or if you're really passionate and you want to change your life within 5 to 10 years, you can Uber on the side. You don't have to invest with your own money that you make at work. You can simply just Uber. Let's say you invest $1 a day. You can literally Uber one ride and then you have $5. So it's really not that deep. For me, I trust $50 because it's a sweet spot. It's not too big and it's also not too small. And my hope is that maybe one day this channel will be able to generate $50 a day. So that way I don't have to dig the money out of my pocket. This is really my hope. Because I don't want to be like those people who say, oh, I'm doing this because I don't want to make, because I can't be talking about money and they say I don't want to make money. Yes, the whole point is documenting the journey. Because I've been doing it for free for the past 39 months. I haven't made a cent on this. I've been documenting everything on my website, bacoinvest.com. You can literally find week 1 to week 39. Because so yes, I wish one day I can make income, maybe not living, but just $50 a day to cover for this journey. But again, I've been doing it for a long time. So it's not all about the money. It's the love of the game. Because at this point, to me, this is just a game, to be honest. This has turned into a game. So for me to say that I invest $50 a day, it's a lot of money. It is. So yes, you need to find a way to get this money. If you can, If you feel like you don't make enough for your job, it's simple. Just Uber on the side or DoorDash. Do something to come up with that money you say you want to invest every month. If it's $5, well, make sure you have $5. Make sure you have $5. Make sure you have $5 because one Uber ride can get you that $5. So just do something. I'm got like I said, I drop a video every single day. It's a video show for the update, and I do an article review every Saturday and post on my website. And starting today, I'm going to do a weekly review here on YouTube live. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next week in week 40. Bye-bye for now.